Everybody is looking for the next big source of rare earth elements, and the Philippines might just be sitting on a hidden jackpot. Welcome back to Universal Insight. Please subscribe to my channel, freeze the bell and button for more updates. In the rain-soaked mountains of Camarines Norte, a team of geologists huddles under a tarp, eyes fixed on a glowing scanner. But the search for rare earth elements in the Philippines began long before this moment. As early as the 1970s, Filipino geologists like Dr. Arturo Alcaraz and his team first identified traces of rare earths while surveying volcanic terrains and old mining sites. Their early reports hinted at the Philippines' hidden potential, but the world wasn't ready to listen. These 17 metals are the backbone of modern technology. Smartphones, electric cars, wind turbines, all depend on them. Right now, one country controls almost the entire global supply, making the hunt for new sources a high-stakes race. The Philippines, with its unique geology, could be a game-changer. The team follows old maps, miner rumors, and satellite data, hoping for a jackpot, building on the groundwork laid by early pioneers. The drill stops. A mud-stained geologist pulls out a core sample. It looks ordinary, but inside could be neodymium for EV magnets or yttrium for military tech. A discovery here could pour billions into the economy, or unleash environmental and social challenges. The stakes are immense. For now, the answer is locked inside that unremarkable piece of stone. The future of a nation, and perhaps the world, waits in silence. The hunt continues. The treasure remains hidden. Rare earth elements aren't truly rare, they're just hard to find in miniable concentrations. They're the vitamins of industry, tiny amounts but essential for everything from vibrant TV screens to powerful magnets in EVs and wind turbines. The world's green energy transition depends on them. But there's a problem. China extracts 70% of the world's rare earths and controls nearly 90% of the processing. In late 2024, China banned exports of key minerals to the US, sending shockwaves through global markets. Suddenly, the world realized its tech and military infrastructure was vulnerable. The race to find new sources began. Australia, Vietnam, and now the Philippines. The question isn't just about geology anymore. It's about geopolitics, security, and the future of technology. The Philippines could be a key to breaking the monopoly, but can it deliver? The Philippines has a long mining history: gold, copper, nickel, but now, old mines are being re-examined for rare earths. In Camarines Norte, surveys hunt for scandium and yttrium. In Palawan, early studies spark both hope and concern. Nueva Vizcaya's existing mines are being reanalyzed for traces of these critical elements. Foreign investors and diplomats are quietly circling, eyeing the potential. The US sees the Philippines as a strategic partner in securing supply chains. Yet, most of the country remains unexplored for critical minerals. The map is full of blank spaces. Somewhere in those unknowns could be a discovery that changes everything. The search is just beginning. The hunt for rare earths is a global power play. China dominates mining and, crucially, the complex polluting process of refining REEs. The US and its allies are scrambling to build a new supply chain, seeking partners who are resource-rich and politically aligned. The Philippines, with its strategic location and US alliance, is suddenly in the spotlight. A major REE find could elevate the country's global status. The market is booming, over $270 billion in 2024, projected to soar higher. But it's not just about tech, it's about national security and military power. The real bottleneck? Processing. Even if the Philippines finds REEs without refining technology, the ore is useless. China controls nearly 90% of global processing and guards its tech closely. Finding minerals is just step one. Building the facilities to turn them into supermaterials is the real challenge. The world is watching. Has the Philippines struck it rich? As of October 2025, the answer is no. No massive, commercially viable rare earth deposit has been confirmed. Headlines are fueled by potential, not proven finds. Turning a discovery into a mine is a long, expensive process. Years of surveys, drilling, and analysis. Even with a big find, the country would need to build costly refineries or partner abroad. Without processing, even the richest ore is just rock. Any project must also win government permits, local support, and meet strict environmental standards. The real challenge isn't just finding minerals, it's getting everyone to agree on how, or if, they should be mined. The path from discovery to production is long and uncertain. For now, the jackpot remains a dream. Imagine the drills hit a world-class rare earth deposit. Billions in investment, new jobs, and government revenue could transform the Philippines. The country would gain new geopolitical clout, becoming a key partner for the US, Japan, and Europe. But rare earth mining brings risks, environmental damage, toxic waste, and threats to pristine landscapes. For a disaster-prone nation, the stakes are even higher. The promise is real, but so are the perils. The Philippines holds a lottery ticket, potentially worth nothing, or everything. The truth lies in careful science, tough decisions, and the hopes of its people. The world is watching. The future hangs in the balance. Will the nation scratch the ticket? Only time will tell. Rare earth mining is a double-edged sword. On one side, it promises economic growth, technological advancement, and a new place for the Philippines on the world stage. On the other, history warns us. Mining these elements can scar landscapes, pollute rivers, and devastate communities if left unchecked. The process itself is complex and often toxic. Chemicals used to extract rare earths can seep into groundwater. Waste tailings, if not managed properly, threaten both marine life and agriculture. In a country already vulnerable to typhoons and earthquakes, a single misstep could mean disaster on an epic scale. But the story isn't just one of risk. Across the Philippines, scientists and environmental advocates are pushing for stricter regulations and greener technologies. Pilot projects are testing ways to recycle rare earths from electronic waste, reducing the need for new mining. Some companies are pledging to use closed-loop systems that keep contaminants contained. Local communities are demanding a seat at the table, insisting that any mining must protect their land and their way of life. International partners, too, are offering expertise in environmental management, hoping to help the Philippines avoid the mistakes seen elsewhere. The challenge is clear. Can the nation unlock its mineral wealth without sacrificing its natural treasures? The answer will depend on vigilance, innovation, and the courage to say no when the price is too high. As the Philippines stands at the threshold of a rare earth revolution, the next chapter is still being written. The potential rewards are immense: billions of dollars in exports, new industries rising from the ground up, and the chance to become a key player in the global technology supply chain. Electric vehicles, wind turbines, smartphones, these could all bear the mark of Philippine minerals. But realizing this future depends on more than just what lies beneath the soil. Government policies will play a pivotal role. Clear regulations, transparent oversight, and strict environmental standards could transform rare earth mining from a risky gamble into a sustainable engine of growth. Investment in research and development can drive innovation, making extraction cleaner and more efficient. Incentives for responsible mining and partnerships with global leaders could ensure that the Philippines doesn't just export raw materials, but also builds its own high-tech manufacturing base. At the same time, the country must navigate complex geopolitical currents, balancing foreign investment with national interests. By learning from both its own history and global best practices, the Philippines has an opportunity to chart a new course, one that secures prosperity for its people, protects its unique environment, and shapes the future of technology itself. The road ahead is uncertain, but with vision, resolve, and collaboration, the promise of rare earths could become a cornerstone of a brighter tomorrow.